this time from the DC Universe Young Justice line, 6-inch line, we're going to be looking at Artemis. Now, Artemis is a pretty much a new take on an old character, combining lots of different qualities of Green Arrow sidekicks. Well, before we start anything, let's take a look at the back of the package here. You can see her little write-up in big lettering. A picture of how she appears in the series. The other figures in this wave, the first series being Robin and Artemis, and the second being Aqualad and the unpictured Speedy Red Arrow. You can also see the 2-packs of the 4-inch figures with the Young Justice member and their mentor. Curiously, this one has a sticker on this saying obviously available early 2012, while this one, the Robin card, did not. Just curious to note. Now, again, the figure comes with a lot of accessories and this great base, which we'll take a look at first. And the base comes in 2 sections that easily clip and unclip. The first part is a clear target with 2 spots that have been hit in the center. A nice cracked glass or plexiglass, I don't know exactly what this material would be made of. The one thing about this is that when you connect the 2 halves together, the target is a little low to the ground. It really requires a longer distance in between where the figure pegs here and where the target. There is a little container here where you can hold several arrows that Artemis comes with, and you notice that most of the arrows have a sort of peg at the end of them, all except for the real arrowhead there. And you can see how good a shot she is. The last piece of the stand diorama is a clip that can hold on to the bow. Now you can clip it in like that. The figure also comes, her main accessory is, of course, what else? A bow. A little compound type bow. And if you notice, there's clips on the front and the the drawstring of the bow, where you can clip on all the various arrows. There's a lot of paint that came off of the bow that was in my figure, and it was stuck to the plastic. So I think it must have been wet still wet when it went into the packaging. Be aware that problem happened. I'll just quickly go through the arrows that are included here. Yeah, this one looks like maybe it's an gas arrow or something. Of course, you have the regular arrow. This looks like there's some sort of liquid or something in there that maybe bursts on impact. So maybe that's like a grease arrow or something. This one, I don't know, maybe that's like an electrical shock arrow. And then you just have this plain arrow. Maybe that's like a just a blunt arrowhead. You know, smack somebody in the face without penetrating them. Kind of an equivalent of a boxing glove, if you will. Now, Artemis also has a quiver around that can go around her. The arrows here are just molded straight in to the quiver, so there's no way to put any of these arrows into the actual quiver. So now let's take a look at Artemis herself. Quite a few little niggling things about this figure. I don't like the eyes here. One is looking off way to there, the other is dead center, so it looks like she's kind of got a lazy eye there. That just might be because of the extra glob of paint there. Her leg here was bent really, really badly. You can probably see how it is because of her pose in the packaging. Mattel continues to want to pose their figures dynamically, and as a result they unintentionally bend their limbs out of position. Some paint here. Her legs are very loose. You know, it does have a tendency to kind of flop around, and with her bent leg, she is hard to pose. For articulation, her head moves side to side, a little bit forward and back. Her hair piece here is posable, the little ponytail. In fact, you can totally remove it and plug it back in. Her arms go all the way around, out to the side, rotate at the bicep, bend at the elbow, and she rotates at the wrist. It's got ab articulation forward and back, waist articulation. Her legs move forward and not back too far, but they do go out to the side, rotate at the thigh, bend at the knee, and bend at the ankle there. And that's it. Might have been nice to have some ankle articulation here, rotating here, with both her and the Robin figure. So anyway, as I said, she is kind of a unique character, but kind of not. She is based on the Tigress Artemis Croc, the daughter of the Golden Age Tigress, who would go through a name change to the Huntress. and then back to Tigress. Her father would be the sportsmaster. Now, in the comics, she eventually hooks up with the Injustice Society, and that was organized by Icicle, and they become an item. It'd be interesting to see what they do with her in this series. Like I said before, she kind of is a combination of a lot of different Green Arrow sidekicks. You have the female Speedy that who is? I guess it was Kevin Smith introduced, and then Jeff Johns made part of the Teen Titans. You have, of course, Red Arrow, Speedy Arsenal. Her symbol here is taken from one of his old costumes, albeit red. And you do have a little bit of Connor, his son, Green Arrow's son, in her, in that she is a great fighter. With all these qualities and little bits and pieces, they've basically cobbled together a new character. It'll be real interesting to see exactly how she progresses in the series. Really, a little bit of a disappointing figure, but she is still pretty cool. You get a great little setup here for a target base. I'm beginning to think that these figures are worth it almost just for the base. I'm really excited to check out the Aqualad one, which has a bunch of his water weapons, and see how that turns out. So anyway, I guess that'll be it, and stay tuned for some more reviews of the Young Justice figures as I get them. Until my next video, I'll see you.